applications or situations that you have faced on the field, and will enrich the presentation. I'm wondering if any of you have used any Samlex product before. No, not yet. Okay. Well, that's the purpose for today, that you can able to know the products, see physically some, and those products, any of our products can be bought through EPCOM. Then you will know what can we offer and solutions for different applications like wireless and cameras. ¿Cómo le doy aquí para cambiarle? Ah, no. Yeah. Okay. Then I'm going to start with a little bit intro of Samlex. We are a Canadian company. This year we are having 35-year anniversary in April, and we start servicing communication market. And from there, we expand applications in security, in wireless, also backup systems, electric, RV industry. Our products are comes from the factories of RV industry, also in fleet. Our products performs really well on those applications, mobile applications. Well, the good thing about our products, as you can see, is that all come with certifications. But sometimes you said, well, what really certification is valuable or is important? Well, it is because talking about the different applications that you have in wireless or security, you have to make sure that what you are using does not cause any kind of interference, and also that is long lasting. Then we have multiple testimonials from customers using ours up to 15 years on the field. Then when you are using our products in your applications, you will be certain that you are powering the systems with something that is long lasting, that doesn't cause any kind of interference, and also doesn't cause any kind of emanation that might damage another products. Also, something, the efficiency of the products that won't drain the power of the batteries. Sorry. And what solutions we offer? Pure sine wave inverters. We have different product lines, also modified sine wave, industrial battery chargers for backup systems, inverter chargers for UPS systems, power supplies, DC-DC conversion in all the options, step up, step down, and equalizer, inverter accessories, battery cables and fuses, DC fuses, battery accessories. Also, if you would like to take care of your battery bank and avoid over discharge and extend the life cycles of those, we have solutions to help you with that. Solar kits, we have 100, 150, and 200 watt panel with a solar charge controller included or not, the expansion kit. Solar charge controller, we have 10, 20, 30 amp controllers, PWM. And portable solar kits, if you are working on the field or your customers are working on the field, they can have these portable kits, 90 and 135 watt. It comes with a solar charge controller indeed. It's very handy. Ay, si me ayudas. What? Sorry? What was it? The solar portable? Is there a picture of it? Yes. Oh, sorry. Yeah. Is this portable solar kit is foldable. There are two models, 90 watt and 135 watt. It comes in a case, very sturdy case, meant to carry the kit wherever is needed. Comes with a 10 amp solar charge controller inbuilt on the back. Comes with the panel cables and cables for the battery with the clamps. Then
can you grow into more solar panels?
Yeah, you can. We also sell the extension cables in case you also need like more distance to power. You can add the extension cables. And also comes you can decide the inclination of the panel depending of the location that you are.
This is part of your recreational stuff that you
It is part of the recreational, but not exclusively used in recreational, right? We have people, for example, that they are doing geophysical measures on the field, and they use portable kits because they have to have a portable sensors that they have to power on certain specific spot where there's no other power available, or for example in the farms that they need a certain power in a certain area of their property. There's no grid in all the property, right? Then or also crews that they are doing maintenance on the roads. Then is broad the applications. It is mostly for RV, like camping, such a thing, but they are very sturdy. And we think about how portable putting in and out many times. Then for these crews that are on the field and they are not in one place all the time, the product will last with those moving here and there. Mm-hmm. What make ours unique? Well, our products are tested in communication environment, warranty low radio frequencies that I just mentioned that. Low power auto consumption, does not drain the battery power, and testimonials of power supplies running on applications on the field for 15 years and up. But not just the power supplies, also our inverters, battery chargers, etc. Succeed stories. Our battery chargers are used in the 911 backup system in Dominican Republic. The same, the Dominican Republic in another year, they bought our inverter chargers for UPS system on the 911 system. Another example is Rural of Grid Power, 27 inverters, PST 1024. On your applications, could be in the city or it could be in areas where there's no grid, and you will be with peace of mind that our products will last. Portable power kits for geophysical oil measurements, 3,000 units MSK90, the question that you were asking. Police cars protecting alternate battery for over dischargers due to stroboscopic light consumption and also the siren. 7,000 units of our battery protector BGW40. Automotive diagnostic station 800 inverter SAM 800-12 is a modified sine inverter, but it's intermittent use. But if it's used that way intermittently, it will last a long time as well. Portable satellite equipment 200 units PST 300-12, and portable workstations for warehousing and hospitals 3,000 units PST 120 watt 12 volt, or PST 150 watt 12 volt. These workstations, maybe you are, You are familiar with warehousing, that they need these portable stations to take to scan the barcodes, or also is a similar application in the sense like it's a working station, but it's also used in hospitals, for example, when they have the screens and they have to monitor the information of certain patient. Also, the inverter is inside that cabinet. Certificate EMI EMC meaning. EMI caused by electromagnetic emissions that can disrupt the operation of electronic devices and radio frequency systems. EMC, the ability to operate properly in the presence of electromagnetic radiation, the ability to avoid generating additional electromagnetic interference that will affect the operation of a nearby devices. Then when you read FCC in our products, means that they are tested to avoid electromagnetic emissions and electromagnetic radiation. Then you will have that peace of mind. And also the Automotive 9554 EC demonstrate that manufacturers comply with essential road safety and environmental protection requirements. For example, our SDC converters, which are conversion 24 to 12, that mostly are used to power radios on truck vehicles, they are tested to resist some vibration because of the application. Then they have that certification. And now we have here an application with cameras and telecommunication, a wireless network. Here is the switch, and here we have the PST inverter. The PST series is the most robust inverter, pure sine inverter on the market right now, actually. We have models from 120 watt to 3000 watt. Then, for example, for certain routers or cameras that doesn't drain too much power, then 150 watt, 300 watt is enough. But doesn't mean that because it's a small inverter, the 120 watt is pretty small, is also heavy duty. Then you can use it to power different kind of wireless application or cameras. It will last. And as I said, doesn't cause any kind of interference. The image will be as it needs. You will see clearly what you want to see. And the small sizes can fit in any cabinet, because mostly all the applications are inside of cabinets. And here we have the different models series that we offer, the PST series, NTX, SAM. And now we'll see a little bit more about that series individually. This is the PST series. As I said, it comes from 120. You can see it's very tiny, till 3000 watt. The advantage of the 300 and up is also that comes with something that it's called automatic on and off. Then that means that you can install another cable to start and make the connection of the inverter from the starter of a vehicle. It could be a ship, or it could be a land-made vehicle, for example, or an external switch. Also, in the models of 1000 and up, you have the plugs, but also you have the terminal for hardwire connection. Then you can choose whatever you need or what is most suitable for the application that we are talking about. And these models come as 12, 24, or 48 models. Then also, if you have an installation that works at 48, we have 600, 300, 600, and 1500 watt 48 volt inverters. that actually can also be wired to work at minus 48. I don't know if any of you work at 48. No? 12, 24, basically. Okay. Also, the 600 watt and up, you can install a remote on site where you can track the status of the battery and the on and off button. Then it's handy in the sense that even the user being able to see what is happening with the system without actually have access to the system, right? The system will be maybe in a cabinet or in a room, and then you can mount the remote on the wall of the cabinet, and then the user can see what is happening, but doesn't exactly need to touch the system, right?
And all of these products are on the back. So we have one model for each of the series, so you can at the end of the training just
Yeah, at the end, I will show you the products, and you can also, I invite you to touch it, and I'm going to introduce physically, of course. Here we have a new model on the PST series, that is called PST 1012 HT, which is hardwire. We have the hardwire connection. It has the plugs, but also they have you can manually program the low voltage disconnection. It could be 10 or 11.5. Then it's like having a battery voltage protector inbuilt on the inverter. And of course, when the battery comes up, the inverter will detect and will start powering again. Then is a way that you can choose how to protect the battery bank for over discharges. And is with these deep switches. And this is the automatic on and off connection that I mentioned before. From here, you are going to make the connection for that cable that you might want to install an external switch, or the connection right to the alternator of the vehicle. And well, all the spec sheets are at Samlex website. You can find the spec sheets, the manual, the photos. Of course, also at EPCOM website, you can find the information, and all the spec sheets come with the protections information and the weight and dimension information. Yes.
I think they need all that in Cuba right now.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, for sure. They need off-grid systems that they can use solar panels or something without the need to, as a way to replace the grid that is not available right now. Yeah, it's a good point. Then all our products come with protections, and you can see on the spec sheets. Over voltage, for low voltage disconnection, they have a sound alarm, reverse polarity, all the protections. And here there's another series, NTX series. It's also pure sine wave inverters. It comes from 400 to 3000 watt, 12 volt. It has less features than the PST, but it's also heavy duty, and it's 12 volt. Does not come with the hardwire, but comes with the plugs. And the models 1000 and up comes with a remote inbuilt. Then the user has access to this screen that they can see the barcode and see what the battery is performing, the output, and also the on and off button.
On the remote, are they wireless or they're wired?
Wire. All the remotes are wire on site. Here 600. Those comes with the cables with clamps in case is needed to connect right to the battery. Of course, you can remove the clamps if are not necessary, and you want to hardwire.
So you can disconnect this to from your cable or from the solar, and then just take that unit and connect it right up to your battery or any type of
On your
automation.
car, for example, if you are sometimes on the field and all of a sudden you are in a remote location that you need to power something else, you can use it and connect it right to your car battery. Yeah, it's like a backup, right? Urgent backup, but are very tiny inverters, then you can use it that way. It's just a small sizes like 300, 400, for six, more than 300, you need well, or more than 600, you need a hardwire. Yeah.
And does this charge? Or
Well,
if
you
you're
have to,
discharging?
you are connecting to the car battery,
Sure.
you have to start the car and then powering
And then
the
recharge?
laptop or lights or anything that all of a sudden you need to power. Some people have told me I'm on the field and all of a sudden I need light because I'm working at night, then they use it. Or some kind of antennas, wireless antennas. All of a sudden they need to transmit some information.
But if you need to charge your battery, we do have products for that.
Yeah.
So your battery dies out, you use your solar.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Any question regarding inverters? No, because I want to switch to another solution, which are the battery chargers. Battery chargers are connected through the grid, and from the grid are going to take power to properly charge the batteries. They are automatic battery chargers, 3 stages. It detects automatically in which charging the battery is charged, and once it's charged, turning off. Then it doesn't matter that you don't have any need to use the battery in 1 week, 2 weeks, whatever. When it happens and the grid comes back, the battery charger start tracking the status of the battery charge properly and stops charging once the text is fully charged. In this case, it's a low-cost DC backup system for cameras, and you are going to program 2 stages. The instructions are on the manual how to do the programming, and is paired with a 120 or 150 watt inverter. Then you will have a backup system. It could be cameras, but it could be something else, right? The models come of 12, 24 volts. The bigger models, 80 watt, 80 amp, 50 amp, 40 amp, comes with a battery, the temperature sensor for a better tracking of the status of the batteries. Then always remember that the temperature gives a better tracking on the status of the battery.
How long does it last? The battery?
How long the battery lasts?
Yeah.
Well, the battery charger won't allow, then in the moment that says it's in a certain level, will start charging again. Then the battery charger won't allow never for that battery bank or battery over discharge. Then as long as there's power, will be charging. Of course, if in the case there's no power and the system is working only with the battery, is more about the sizing of the battery bank, how many time is programmed to be running. It could be 30 minutes, 1 hour, or 2 hours. You have to make that calculation. If there's an area, let's say that there are short power for 1 hour, maybe you want to program for 2 hours just in case, right? For avoid to the battery bank be totally depleted. right?
We can help you with those calculations with our engineering team in case that you already have a system, and we can calculate all the products, all the equipment that you have there, and then you can tell us we need 2 days of backup or like 6 hours. It will depend on the time that you want to back up. We can calculate the bank that you will need. With the Samlex products, with the Edcom power line batteries that we have for deep cycle, we can help you calculate the duration of the backup.
Yeah.
We contact for that.
It will be Fabian. Probably you already know him. But yes, or Luis. They can help you with that. If you have a requirement for a project that they demand, let's say 1 day, like if you're going to have a site for radio communication and you need a day or two, we can just check what is the repeater consumption and all the other products that you have there, and then we can calculate the bank.
Also, a download page. You go to the our UPSs and the Edcom. There's be a download page that gives you all the each model.
So if we're not connected to the grid, then we can use solar on this too. Right?
Yes, but in this for this specific product, you are using the advantage of having grid and use the grid to power the backup system, because that backup system maybe is an area that, of course, you need the backup, but maybe the grid is pretty steady. Or you want to avoid the solar panel and all that implies, and you want just something that helps you to charge your backup system. But all, of course, with the inverters is meant for a photovoltaic system. Then you have these options how to play with depending of the application of the customer interest or inclination, how to do the backup is optional. Yeah. Here you can see, for example, the larger converters come with amperimeter and voltimeter. The smaller comes only with amperimeter. The bigger models also you can wire connect remote. The 900 RC, where with an LED you can see the status of the battery and the on and off button. Then again, is something that helps the user without the need to have access to the system. It's something that you all want to protect, that you don't want to touch any part of the system, right? The product comes at 110 and manually could be switched to 230 in case you have certain application that is needed 230. And now we previously talked about inverters, and then we talked about battery chargers. Now we are going to talk about an inverter charger. The Evolution series is an inverter, a battery charger, a transfer relay, and a battery voltage protector inbuilt on a single unit. That is the Evo inverter charger. The Evo inverter chargers allows you to take the power, different power sources. You can use the grid, or you can even use an alternator, diesel or gas. On the DC side, you can use a photovoltaic system to fully charge your battery bank. Then it can be used in different applications: radios, servers, routers, security cameras, screens, antennas, monitors, computers, whatever is needed. Is pure sine wave, and of course is heavy duty. There are different capacities: 2200 watt 12 volts, 3000 watt 12 volts, 2224, 4000 watt 24 volts, 1200 watt 12 or 24 volts. In the case of the small models, that comes in two options: F, which is with plugs, you can connect wherever you want to power, or hardwire. Then we have these two options. Then the unit is very precise and fast to adapt to any failure on the power sources. Let's suppose that you have the grid, and as alternate option you have the photovoltaic and of course the battery bank. Then is using the power from the grid to charge the battery and powering wherever is connected. All of a sudden the power is off and then automatically switch to the photovoltaic system to keep on charging the battery bank. Of course, is going to be tracking all the time the status of the battery bank to have it ready and fully charged for what is needed to be used the battery bank. The unit, the temperature, the working ambient temperature is minus 20 till 60. Then USA have different temperatures in different moments, the different seasons. Then if you are working in a very warm location or very cold, the unit will work perfectly fine. Also has a conformal coating on the PC board in case you need protection for saline environments or humidity. Also comes with triple capacity in surge up to 30 minutes. I know the loads that you handle doesn't really need much high peaks or anything, but you might more time of backup system, maybe 2 hours, 3 hours. People sometimes says I need even 24 hours just in case, because it's very sensitive what we are powering, and we have to make sure that we are fully protected. Then you can rely on this product. It can work with any kind of lead acid battery, AGM or gel, and also lithium. The programming is performed through the Evo RC Plus, is the remote. All the options are can be programmed independently. You can choose the priority. Maybe the priority is the photovoltaic, or maybe the priority is the grid, or maybe you only have in a remote location an alternator and a photovoltaic system, and the Evo start automatically the generator. Then avoid to do any manual things. You can do the Evo will start automatically the generator. And we also have the Evo 4248 SP, which is a split phase, 110 and 240. Then you can power an air conditioner, for example, and the computer or wherever regular loads on an office or in a house. And here you can see the split phase Evo 4248. Externally, it doesn't make any difference, are exactly the same, but internally it's come with a split phase. As I said, it's very fast. Any problem that the power sources have, the unit will make the adjustments or changes to fully charge what needs to be powered. There are certain areas, I don't know if in US happen in certain areas or not, you can tell me better. They said it's not that we don't have power, but sometimes it's not the proper voltage that we are receiving. Then when that happens, you can program for the unit to switch to the battery bank. Then avoiding this low voltage damage wherever is power, because it's going to switch to the battery bank and will charge property wherever is connected, avoiding damages or performance that you don't want.
So this can go on the other side of your power box, or where your power comes in, and then you tie it into that, and it's always being charged, and then when your how filtration is not working, it's too high, too low, or something. This phases in and takes care of that problem.
Yeah, you can program that voltage. I want the grid side switch when reach this voltage and switch. And you can program when switch back, of course. Mm-hmm. Well, the temperature, as I say, is minus 20 till 60. Cost savings is it has very low auto consumption. All our products have very low auto consumption, then helps to avoid to use the power of the batteries. Are very silent. We don't have any complaints about any of our products to cause any kind of noise that disturbs the user. And then the top Swiss is noisy, you don't have that problem. And the conformal coating on the PC boards. Now I'm switching to a different application. Any questions with the EVOS?
So this unit here, if you put it in line with your other unit that you're fixing and taking care of the filter through your house, so you're saying this would replace those huge generators that they're trying to sell now that maintain that come on board as soon as the power goes down or it fluctuates?
You can use that instead or along with.
Along with.
Yeah.
Those are
If you already have the alternator, you can power that alternator through the Evo, and if needed, let's say something is needed and you need hours and hours of, then you have the grid, you have the alternator, you have the photovoltaic and the battery bank.
Yeah, because those other ones, the ones they're selling now, they're $3,000 and $4,000. How much is this compatible run? The larger two.
Well, I have here Epcom team, they can tell you better the price. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. I was gonna say that the units that they sell now for houses are pretty expensive. Mm-hmm. Conservative with $3,000 and $4,000.
Also with the AC, yeah, you can save money using different type of power sources, mm-hmm, for sure. Or maybe allows you to have a smaller generator, right? Mm-hmm. Then you can choose how to do the installation. Yes, mm-hmm, for sure.
Yeah, and for the Evo series, of course, the friend will send you the final price, but those prices are way below $3,000.
So yeah, they're expensive.
Yeah,
they're selling a lot of that stuff. There's a lot of problems in certain areas, like you're saying. You know, if you go to Chaparral or you go out on the east side, they have power problems all the time up there.
Yes, so, not something that the grid will not be working for like a day, but they will have like outages.
Oh yeah, it messes up all their appliances.
Yeah, because the voltage is very low. Then is when you can program the switch to the battery bank to avoid those voltage discrepancy for sure. Yes.
Also in California, that they've been having these issues for years. That's why we're sending EVOs as well. So yeah, residential use can be also an application for
that. Good question. Now we're switching to a different application. Maybe you have cameras or DVRs mounted on vehicles or sensors. Then you have here the alternate battery bank, but you don't want in this case, the lights, but it could be the DVR and the camera to deplete the alternate battery. Then you have here the battery voltage protector. The battery voltage protector, you can program the low voltage disconnection and the voltage reconnection. Then the battery voltage works automatically once you program those parameters. Once the battery reaches that voltage, will stop or avoid the battery keep on depleted, allowing to charge back. And once the battery is fully charged, allows to keep on powering wherever is connected. And on the other side, you have the starter battery. The SOMTED might drain the battery, the backup battery, and start using the power from the starter battery, and all of a sudden you don't have a vehicle to come back. Then to avoid for that to happen, you have the battery isolator, ACR, that will avoid anything that is connected use the starter battery power. Then we'll see a little bit more about those models. Here we have the battery voltage protector, comes in 4 different capacities: 40 amp, 60, 200, and 400 amp. Are waterproof, very tiny, easy to install, and actually is used in this example in vehicles. But actually, you can use a BGW40 on any kind of installation. Let's say, for example, you have the battery charger and the inverter, but also you want to make sure that you don't want to over discharge this deep cycle battery. You can also pair with the battery voltage protector. Then even for these backup systems in business or houses or wherever, you can also use a battery voltage protector. But in this case, we are using the example mounted on vehicles. Pre-program the connect and disconnect in different voltages. You have 10 options at 12 volts and 10 options at 24 volts. The unit will detect automatically if the system is 12 or 24 volts. Then once you program the option that you consider is the suitable, will protect that battery or battery bank to deplete. Then it's a peace of mind that you won't have a premature battery replacement. And applications, well, as I said, it was a vehicle, but it could be on any kind of backup system that you want to protect the battery bank. Also in farms, in light systems, or schools, or industries. And here we have, well, I finished with that. Sorry, it's a lot of information.
Yes, and for the lights, if you're working with emergency vehicles, we also have Echo. We have a demo downstairs. You're gonna have emergency vehicles, or also for warehouses where you need emergency lights. We have our Echo series, and if Rain or any of the sales reps can guide you through the models that we have. So I invite you to look into that demo. It's a really good brand. Usually, when you see police vehicles, they're using Echo on their lights.
Yeah, and now we're switching to power supplies for radio systems. But I guess you don't have any radio applications, did you? Do you handle any radio applications?
You're working with radios?
Okay, okay. Well, we have here our desktop switching power supplies. It comes at 10, 23, and 30 amp. These power supplies, same as the other products, are long lasting, doesn't cause any kind of interference. They have very low auto consumption, and we have more than 15 years. We have customers that said, well, this is still running, but I want a new one. It's been 15 years now, and I want to replace the power supply. And it's performing pretty well. We have a testimonial for one customer that phoned and said, I have tried different power supplies for many years, all claim that doesn't cause any kind of interference. But finally, I try a Samlex power supply, and I can tell that claim is true. I don't have any kind of distortion or any kind of problem with the signal. It's performing really well. Then I'm very, very happy with the performance of your power supplies. We also have the model SEC 1223 BBM that comes with a battery maintainer inbuilt for a backup system. then you can have a backup system inbuilt in that model. And well, as I said, if the FCC certification, ULC, for more use for the system, we have this rack mount VRM series. This power supply inside the chassis, it can host up to 520 amp power supplies. Then in this case, the basic is 40 amp. Then you can buy the modules separate. And if the customer needs more power, it can mount 60, 80, up to 100 amp capacity, 12 volt. And you can also install up to 2 power supplies of 100 amp, then up to 200 amp. It comes with a battery maintainer inbuilt, again, for a backup system. You can Ethernet monitor the system. You can track 5 parameters. One of those parameters is let you know which module failed in case something happened. But the good thing is that this power supply has the N+1 capacity, which is in case one of the modules fail, the other ones keep on running. Then it's an uninterrupted system. Then you can program the replace of the module, and you can avoid a long interruption of the system because it has the N+1. Then you can also connect a sound alarm on site. Some people would like to have a sound alarm. It has a connection that you can add a sound alarm. Here's the module, the SEC 2212 MPSV. We also have the 230 version, but in this case for 110 it's only 2012 MPSV. The instruction on how to make the mounting is on the manual and also on video. Then you can see how to make the mounting of the module. The information, full information is in the manual, in the spec sheet. Then it's an invitation for you to check that information available for you. And for this kind of systems, we also have the rack mount inverter, 1200 watt, 24 or PSR series. It has an Ethernet connection where you can track what is happening with the system. Well, it's for rack, but actually it's an inverter. You can use it on any application. Comes with a transfer relay for a backup system as well, and comes in 2 capacities, 1200 watt and 2200 watt, 24 or 48. And it can work online mode or offline mode. Online mode is with the AC output through the inverter. We don't have power, then the unit is working through the battery bank. And offline mode is the AC is working, then the inverter is not running because allows the power to come through the unit and power what is connected. And here is a diagram of the PSR series, and the main characteristic that is an inverter and transfer switch, and the communication for you to monitor in the way that is more convenient for you. The critical loads, IT backbone, DAS, dispatch system, security system, telecom system, cellular repeaters, two-way radio base stations, and repeaters. And now we have this new solution. We are launching this new power supply, is hot swap. The chassis, as you can see, is easily to switch the power supply. The screw is just by pushing, and you can easily remove the power supply. It comes in three versions: 12 volt, 24, and 48. And it's the same chassis, but the module is what is different. You buy the chassis and you buy the the module that is needed. It could be 12, 24, and 48. The SEC 12 HSM, 24 HSM, 48 HSM. You can see here what's in the box. It comes with the power cord, the mounting brackets with hardware, 3 ring terminals for DC connection, 3 bus bars to connect another unit in parallel if desired. Then you can connect up to 2 chassis with 4 modules, and the SEC 12, 24, or 48 chassis. Of course, it can be remote monitoring. It comes with the bars, as I said, for a backup system. The components is the SEC 12 HCP, which is the hot swappable chassis, and the HSM is the module itself. And the key features: scalability. 2 units of the same model can be connected in parallel using provided bus bars to double the system capacity. Advanced monitoring, local with the LCD screen, and remote via Ethernet and USB, web dashboard, and the USB. Proactive email notifications, fan failure, AC loss, over temperature or conditions. When you open the screen, you can see a menu and you can choose the parameters that you are interested to track. Then everybody is different, right? Embedded two-stage battery charger for 12 and 24 volt models. Safety and protection, push button for AC breakers. I will show you later where are they. Individual module fuses, overload protection, high coup mode. If something happened, the unit will shut down, but we're trying to restart by itself until it's working again. Over voltage protection and over temperature protection. And the capacity of the module, 12 volt is 25 amp, the 4 modules is 100 amp capacity. 24 volt is 12.5 amp, the 4 modules for a total of 50 amp by a special order. These other 2 models will be available in late May. And the 48 is for 6.25 amp, 4 modules, bless you, 25 amp, available early May, 2 years warranty. And here the companion product is the distribution panel, SLD 1030 DC for 12 and 24 volt. And you can see the fuses are in the front lane, then it's easy to replace. And you can also give a load priority. The first 4 loads are the one that are not as important as the other 4. Then if for some reason there's a long blackout and the batteries are working, the first loads to switch off will be these ones, but these ones will be the very last. You will protect the most critical loads. And also you have these other 2 options, another option to power something that requires more amperage. You have this other 250 amp connection in case you need something that needs more amperage. And they are, well, easy to replace, and from there you can, and these are the bus bars that they were mentioning for the to make the connection of the batteries. Oh, sorry. Well,
How are
it's
we doing up until
yeah.
here? We good?
Do you want to make a break and show you the products? Then we can see just the rest of the products. Then we can show you the what we have, the models we have seen. I would like you to come to the table.
We're gonna have a raffle, so I guess
Hmm.
probably
A break.
one.
Here is the battery charger. This is the 1250, one of the largest models. This is the cables, the vents, the fan. You can here make the battery connection and the deep switches that you will program the type of battery that you are connecting, and also well the battery sensor. And yeah, here it is the SAM 800. Here is the clamps. Who was asking me about the clamps for the connection? Uh-huh. Yeah. These are the clamps
Oh, all right.
that you were they are very similar with the NTX, something very similar. This is the module for the VRM series, the 2012 MPSB, the 20 amp power supply. This is the PST 324. As you can see, is very, very sturdy. The battery connection, the grounding, the fan. No, the surface, no. No. Will detect the inside temperature and make the cool function. And this is the on and off connection that I was mentioning. And this is one of the power supplies, the 1235M we have here with meters that you can easily monitor. As you can see, it's very slim, very light, but very, very efficient. And this is the NTX inverter, 1500 watt. As you can see, is the smaller, slimmer. This compared with the PST, right? This is also heavy duty, but yeah, it's a slimmer capacity. And I want to make a break. If you need to take some water, I'm gonna give some like 5 minutes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's do 5 minutes, and then let's prepare the
It's,
raffle, and then. Do you
also,
need what?
I'm almost finished. I need to show the converters, the DC
Let's do
converters.
that.
Just
So let's
and
do
then
5
the
minutes.
raffle.
Let's get some coffee, donuts, and then after that we'll have lunch. So let's do the break, the raffle, and then Uriel is gonna present the networking products, so we can start our lunch.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You don't have that inverter charger?
No, the Evo, no, we don't have it. But it's a little bit larger, of course.
I think we might have one in the
Yeah.
warehouse. I might have it ready at the end of the training. We can show
Okay.
it downstairs.
The weight is around 27 kilo.
What's kilo?
Kilos. No?
Pounds.
Pounds.
How many
Oh,
pounds?
how many pounds? I don't know. I know.
They do the job, but they're dirty too.
The old the one that we were talking
How
about.
many pounds will be 27 kilos? I don't know. Oh, you have it here, there, the spec sheet. The spec sheet is right there.
This one?
Yeah.
64
64 pounds. Uh-huh. It's quite heavy.
Emergency response unit.
Ah.
And what we need on that, it's going to be a bus. So it took me interest that we need an inverter charger because when we have an emergency, we're going to take that bus, or it's going to be like a command center.
Oh yeah. It's
So
yeah.
now it's fine to power up everything, but how about a mini split? They want us to put a mini split in there. So I don't know how many voltage that pulls, but is it going to be capable for that one?
Well, we have the 4248. because the mini split might work
It works off of 110.
110. Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Well, we're launching actually a converter charger, which is on the input, it could be the grid or 12-volt battery, and the output is 48
48.
volts. Then you can arrange your battery to make less thicker cables. Then maybe something that you might scout. But our inverter chargers are using command centers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't gone to that part yet, but we're gonna get there soon.
EPCOM
Like in
people
the
can
summer,
help
I think
you.
we're gonna start working on it.
EPCOM people can help you with
Yeah, I'll
the,
check with Fabian and so they can help me
the
configure the whole.
sizing.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I'll bring all the specs of everything I'm
Yeah,
gonna put
because
in there.
you need to know the consumption to see which capacity.
Yeah.
We have 1200 watt, which is the smallest, up to 4000 watt.
Yeah.
And I don't know.
Especially
Yeah.
refrigerators.
But what are you powering, more or less?
We're gonna be powering, of course, maybe about 5 laptops. We're gonna power an access point, a switch, a repeater, a two-way radio repeater,
The repeaters,
and
very little.
and then yeah, all that. I'm not worried. I'm worried about the mini split that we're gonna put in there for air
Yeah,
conditioning.
exactly.
Because they don't want to put in the 12 volts air conditioners on the bus. They want to actually put a mini split. And I was like, made it harder for me,
Yeah,
But
yeah, we can make it with the
Yeah.
inverter charger. Yeah.
yeah, we probably just need more batteries.
Yes.
That's what's gonna acquire.
Lithium batteries for for the weight.
Yeah.
Use them for
Yeah,
like refrigerators.
But
The weight is also a concern in those applications.
yeah,
And the space,
the
right?
space. That's my
Space and the
problem.
weight,
That's
yes.
gonna be my problem.
Then lithium will help you.
Yeah. So maybe less batteries and more solar panels.
Yeah,
I don't know.
could be.
I
Yeah.
don't know.
And then if you have one
I don't know.
If it's in this location, I think you have very good
Yeah, we're
sunny
gonna-
days
Yeah, we have a lot
and
of
very
sunny days.
few cloudy, right?
Yeah.
Then even today that is not that sunny is sunny,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. We'll still get energy
Exactly,
from
good,
there.
exactly. Yeah.
But are you gonna be the one talking regarding the two-way communication radios, or
No.
no? Is that somebody else?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know who, but not me.
Yeah, no water. The RT or the like the park part, you may have portable like panels out of there. You'll run the whole
Nick,
system.
this is radio communications.
Mhm.
So I don't know who's gonna talk about radio communications.
Radios. Let me ask. Fabian is going to talk about all the communication
The
solutions.
network.
Well, it's a combination because I'm talking about power that is part of the
Yeah.
radios.
I wish I would have talked about Ruigi's. Because I'm using Ruigi. And then they just barely, I think that barely came out. I'm not sure. But
They handle really.
yeah, I've been buying them. That's all I have. But yeah, I'm waiting for. I think they're going to have a training online, but I don't like online. It's nothing better like
It's not the same.
in person.
Yes.
So where
Me
you feel
too,
like-
me too.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. Like
I'm
online, you're like,
maybe old school, but
yeah.
actually I've been reading, I don't know, always the internet is
Yeah.
messy, right? But they are saying that with the children already online, they don't have the same knowledge or absorption of knowledge as before. That they have discovered that is for learning process to handwriting
Yeah.
instead of the computer. And you know what happens to me when I'm in a study? I write down. I can copy paste, right?
Yeah. But no, you have to write it down.
But I need to
Yeah,
write down.
somehow we're
It
old school.
sticks. It sticks on
Yeah,
my mind.
it
Yes.
does. Yeah, because you're writing and it's you're using two parts of
Or
it.
even if I use the computer, I have to type it. not just copy paste. No,
No.
it's not the same. Yeah,
Yeah. Old school.
agree.
You know what?
But I don't know if it's old school or is how the brain works.
Well, I think that's how
And
we trained our brains. Because remember that back
but
in the days, that's how we did it.
yeah, but at the same time, you need certain anchors to make the knowledge sticks, and you need time, and maybe the media is too fast for your
For
cognitive
absurd,
process,
yeah.
Then you can learn, but you need a different pace
Yeah,
as the
too fast, yeah.
aha.
Yeah. My
I'm
son's going to
thinking,
nursing school, and man, he's brilliant. You know, he's a young man, like he's 22, and he uses an iPad, and then
yeah,
he captures everything there, and then he learned the shorthand.
or
And,
the
yeah, yeah,
drawing,
yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like no, I need,
Notebooks, not anymore.
yeah.
Yeah,
So, but
yeah, I hear you.
yeah. So I'm like, son, how do you do it? And he shows me, and we bought him an electronic whiteboard on his room,
Mm-hmm.
and he gets his he says so he remembers something, and he gets his iPhone, and
And
it
he
has an
grab,
app, and then
yeah,
he writes it down, and it comes up on the whiteboard. I'm like,
yeah,
and
yeah.
I'm in IT, and he's like so
Unbelievable.
brilliant, you know.
Yeah, I remember my father when he was teaching my brothers mathematics.
Uh-huh.
We went to bought the board and painted, and then put the frame and then stick it on the wall.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
very, very okay. Come back.
So, in all of this information, in case that you want to review it later in the day, or you want to share it with your team, is being broadcasted to our FM channel in YouTube, but it's going to be recorded there. So, if you then want to review any of Aida's information or Riel, or if you want to share it with your team, it will be there for your review.
Yeah, it's almost done. No worries, no worries. Okay, now we are going to talk about a different conversion, DC-DC conversion. As I commented previously, we have all the options: step up, step down, and equalizer. We have SDC series, which is a step down, 24 to 12 volt converters in different capacities, from 5 amp till 60 amp. The common application is to power radios. As I mentioned before, is resistant to certain vibration, which in these applications is important for the good performance of the power. Yeah, power of the radios, and doesn't cause any kind of interference, as I mentioned before. Then we have here the SDC series. The most common is this 2330 amp, opposite 12 to 24, different amperage, 7, 10, and 20 amp. And IDC series, which is the isolated DC-DC converter, specifically for communication, because it doesn't have any communication between the input and the output, to guarantee that doesn't cause any kind of interference. Even the ones that are not isolated, they don't cause any kind of interference either. But IDC series has the three options: models to step up, step down, and equalizer. Then if you need 48 to 24, or 48 to 12, or 12 to 24, whatever, or 12 to 12, 24 to 24, we have the indifferent amperage. Then you can find those solutions with us as well. And here is the solar kit that you were asking previously. You can see here the back of the panels with the 10 amp solar charge controller, the cables, the cables with the clamps to make the connection of the battery, a 2-pin adapter, and also comes with you can buy a expansion cord in case you need a more distance. And well, it's the end. We have in Samlex website this tool for you to, in a easier way, to calculate the inverter capacity that is needed on your application. You can access to this light blue option. Here we'll ask you the type of application, different type of loads, how many of these. Then if the system is 12, 24, 48, how many batteries. Then you confirm your selection. Please enter, click enter, and give you the inverter capacity. Then in a fast way, you can size the inverter or inverter charger that is needed in that application. Of course, once you have all your battery and cables, etc., you can confirm or use the assistance of the EPCOM technical support as well. And well, we're at the end. The percentage return of our product is less than 2%. It's not 100, but is very, very low in all our products. We have technical support to your service and online tools. We have in the website the sizing calculator, manuals, spec sheets, product photos, videos of customers using our products, or products videos. Then please feel free to reach us or reach EPCOM team.
The support, is it here through EPCOM or is it through Samlex?
Well, preferably through EPCOM. They have a engineering department, but in case something is needed, of course, you can reach us as well.
Help, but then once that you call directly to EPCOM, Luis will be there to help you. Yeah. And in case that we might need like a special project or product that we don't have or exactly how to make it work for you, of course, Samlex is always there for
Yeah, of course.
And I have call support, and your company here has taken care of us. So we really appreciate it.
For sure.
That's one of the things about EPCOM is that we have the technical support in house. So also the products, you have any issues with a camera, a battery charger, we can review it here. And if we have the solution here, we'll have it ready for you. In case that, as Aida was mentioning, there is something that we cannot fix, of course, the warranty will be directly to you.
Well, thank you so much. It's all for me. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Yeah. So, thank you, Aida. Thank you for your presentation.
And now the raffle.
Yes, we're gonna have the raffle, but before that, we're gonna have Uriel. Uriel is our sales manager here at EPCOM. You probably know him, and he's gonna be talking about the products that we have on that display. That's why this part of this training, because as we were seeing on the presentation, we're integrating networking and communication of these products from Samlex. So now WiseTech is a great brand for networking. If you're already working with video surveillance, or in case that you're running a risk network, WiseTech will be the option. So let me just.
Why not Luigi instead of WiseTech?
Well, WiseTech has. I was gonna mention like Victor was saying, right? They are working very hard with us to bring you your solutions to save time, real-time solutions, right? For example, these products, right? When you go to the field and after you install them, you will notice that you have solutions for you as an installer to get your job finished way faster than, for example, other brands. And I will explain each product specifically. For example, this one, right? You got this outdoor fueling switch, which is this one. You can see it, right? With this one, you will not need a cabinet, right? You will not need an external cabinet. For example, when you're installing on a post outdoor, right? You can just go